What's up, everybody? This is the Drivetime vlog. I just dropped off my brother, borrowing a friend's car. Ooh, someone's vaping up there. Alright, today I didn't forget my Windows 10 USB stick, finally. Gonna be using that to install a system today. This system is going to be a no. It's actually a, what's the name of those things? It's an Intel NUC, an NUC type, next level computing, essentially. Intel i7, 32 gigs, has several types of RAM, it has put a maximum amount of RAM in it. Gonna have Windows 10, extra long monitor, Well, they want to do a tabbed. I'm gonna have a tab view, I think. Well, originally they wanted to have like 3 monitors. Now, problem with 3 monitors is that depending on the size of the monitors, you get 3 different resolutions. 3 different sizes. It looks kind of disjointed. You really don't want to do disjointed because, well, it looks kind of hokey, ugly, maybe. Yeah, let's put it this way. It will look big on one screen, small on the other, and then depending on the next size up, it will be the next it'll be either smaller or bigger, essentially. Now, a couple things. One, you got to make sure that your resolution is set correctly on all. Let's put it this way. The higher the resolution, the better. Now, if you've ever been computing in the 1990s, you know that you're thinking 640 by 480. That's just right for me, but apparently you've never played Doom or Half-Life or something like that. Now, a couple things. One, we're bottom monitors so that they can have so that all the apps could be uniformly displayed, same resolution, same spacing, everything, all on one large full screen monitor, Samsung 46-inch. Now, Samsung 46-inch is not too difficult to install. It is difficult to unpack. I don't think I will be buying an oversized or cumbersome size monitor ever again. If I do, I'm going to probably have it delivered and then just have some white glove service do it for me. But imagine my shock and surprise that a 65-inch TV can actually fit in the back of my SUV. Now, that being said, it fits sideways, it cannot fit vertically, which means I am going to be shopping for a new vehicle very soon, or I can get my dad's truck working again. So that's going to require some major investment work to get that running. Everybody's like, just throw a new battery. Yeah, but gotta change everything that's rubber, all the hoses and stuff on it. That's the thing. Okay, if you've ever taken chemistry, you know that rubber starts to degrade as soon as it hits oxygen. It's just the nature of things. You got to change everything. That's why they have steel belted hoses for some people. But here's the thing: they coat those steel belted in rubber too, so that rubber starts to degrade. You get things with holes in them, right? Yeah. So, anywho, we're going to be installing a system. It's a high-end PC, 32 gigs of memory. One of Intel's best little contraptions. Now, normally these PCs are used for VR applications, like, you know, if you've ever been to like the the Void in Anaheim, or any major city that has a theme park, they, now, not to spoil it for anybody, I'm not going to spoil the plot of whatever VR experience you have, but I'm going to explain the technology behind it. Now, essentially, they give you a backpack. This backpack has 2 sets of batteries and has a PC about the size of about essentially the same type of PC that I bought for SD Real Estate. Space saving. It is pretty compact, and it basically can support multiple displays. HDMI, USB-C, DisplayPort, mini DisplayPort. It has both of them, DisplayPort and mini DisplayPort. Now, it can support up to 6 of them, connected all at the same time, which of course is overkill, but when it comes to VR work, it's actually right up the alley. You really need that video computing power when you deal with VR applications. Now, that being said, they have no optical drive on them, so you gotta install Windows 10 or your Linux system or your custom flavor Unix using USB. For this application, I am installing Windows 10 Pro. Only reason because, well, let's face it, you really can't do much with Linux in terms of, well, actually you can, but here's the caveat. There are some custom drivers they have to get for the printer, and there's probably some written out there. Some Linux driver person decided to say, hey, why not? I'm just going to write these drivers. I'm going to put them out there. Great. Come on, go. We're supposed to be merging. Dumbass decided to stop on the freaking roadway. I can't move past it because it's taking up 3/4 of the space. Okay, let's see. Where was I? Sorry about that. Well, anywho, yeah. Why I can't use Linux in office environments? First, I would have to migrate everybody to it. Second, not all their applications are compatible with Linux. Sure, yeah, they have some web applications. Okay, but they also have some internal applications which, unfortunately, does not run on Linux. I've checked. Now, the problem with that is that someday I may have to force them to. Okay. Right now, it's looking like you'll have to maybe look at the researches on your own, but it's looking like Microsoft wants to use a subscription model for their Windows products. You know, service. If you're familiar with this, you know right now it's only for enterprise customers only, where you have a server and you have multiple machines, and yes, Microsoft will charge you $10 a month for defragging, scan disk, and all that for your systems, which of course makes my life easier, but on the other hand, it makes my life more obsolete. Now that being said, I already do scan all the PCs. I have a PFSense firewall. Have a managed router that I manage myself. Have a smart switch that caters to my every whim and need, and has ran awesomely. I may have need to reboot it here pretty soon, though. Yeah. Consider this: I have a switch that I bought a 24-port switch that is an absolute smart switch in the most literal sense of the word. It I VLAN something, and it understands, and it automatically segments everything else. It's nice. I want to dedicate 10% of traffic to just the phone data. Holy heck, it did it for me. It's one of those smart switches I was able to buy for relatively cheap too. Now, Black Friday deals. Yeah, sometimes you gotta look out for these if they have them. If they do, that's great. Snatch them when you get a chance to. If they don't, then wait for next year, I guess. But that being said, camera data, phone data, managed to fix all the latencies, because it fixed itself for latency. All the phone data and all the internet data, it's set to QoL. I don't even have to set QoL. It did it all itself. It's amazing. So now, I love those kinds of switches. I don't like when Windows is a service, because if I paid $150 for a license to use Windows 10, I don't want to pay an additional $5 a month to use Windows, to use my personal computer, essentially. If they're going to have to do that, then I would probably wholeheartedly recommend that some lawyer out there come up and start getting forcing Microsoft to release their API kit for running Microsoft Windows games, running games essentially on other platforms. Reason being is that the really big reason why we run Windows is so that we can run Vermintide 2, not Red Dead Redemption 2, but because that's not coming out till later this year. Let's see, what else? There's a lot of programs that we can only run Windows on, and mine just doesn't cut it. Okay? Especially with network games, like multiplayer games, like Vermintide 2, StarCraft 2, Overwatch. They were like, why don't you just buy a console? Because I don't like to buy a console. I don't want to pay $400 for obsolete hardware so I could play a video game. My beast of a machine is designed to do games as well as everything else. If you're going to charge me $10 or $5 a month to use my computer, I'm going to switch to Linux. Now, right now, Linux is having a whole big hubbub about their creative code license, and I'm not going to get into it. But all I can say is, man, what a horrible show that is. So the only thing is that we need if Microsoft wants to charge $10 a month for their product, I would rather move my customer base to Linux. That being said, that'll be easier for me in the long run, but it's more trouble than not in the first place. First of all, yes, I built two new machines, both of them with Windows 10. Why? Because this is what's required to have them run their things. Yes, it's required to run their things. So I'm forced to use it. That being said, please, developers, make more games for Linux. This is to Fat Shark. This is to Cryptic Studios, Studio MDHE or something. People that make Cuphead. Which, by the way, if you ever played platformers, you want to see what the platformer hard mode without going to I Want to Be the Guy alpha. Yeah, just load up, just see if you can get a Cuphead and try. I would wholeheartedly recommend a wired controller for it, because it does require some pinpoint accuracy skills with your hand-eye coordination. Something that just a keyboard and mouse just can't do. Now, everybody's like, well, first-person shooters, you use keyboard and mouse, right? And controllers. I use keyboard and mice for first-person shooters because you're moving your body in a 3D environment with keyboard, and you're using the mouse as your fine aim, right? See, there's no fine-tuned movement involved except with the mouse at that point. Whereas in Cuphead, platformer, you want to have the responsiveness of pressing A button as soon as something happens, because you have a mere split second to react to it. Not like first-person shooters. Oh, get this. There are people who are dead set on using WAS. Oh shoot, I went the wrong lane. Oh well. Page on that one. Anyway. This has been the standard for who knows when. Well, actually, I do know when. This was way back in 1997. Advent, actually 94. Wolfenstein 3D. The uses of WASD keys. Doom uses WASD keys. Quake uses WASD keys. Now, some people use the arrow keys, which of course you have to hold you're basically keeping, you're either move your keyboard to the left or you suffer from carpal tunnel. And there's some people who insist that this is correct and this is the righteous way. And I say, nay, nay. The reason why WASD keys is more widely used, more recognized, that's so you don't have to move your keyboard. Some people don't have that much room on their desk. Some people like me who have hard drive upon hard drive laying out on the desk have a mouse pad, have a full-size DVD player on the whole thing. All I can say is oh man, those people are screwed up. And they're wrong. They're all wrong. People using the arrow keys. They're wrong. My evidence that they're wrong? You gotta move your keyboard. That's wrong. You don't use your right hand. You don't use your left hands for the right side of your keyboard. It's unnatural. It's about as natural as a poopy flavored lollipop. It doesn't taste good. Anyway, here we are in Benicia. Military East and 5th. East 5th. I don't know if they have a street named Wood on Eastwood. No, I'm kidding. Oh, man. So, anywho. We're about to start. It's 1:17. Do you think they're in the office now? Okay. One beef I have about Amazon and their Amazon Prime shipping. They use OnTrack to drop off all the stuff you order. I had a monitor and a solid state drive to be dropped off to over here, right? At first, they tried to deliver during lunchtime, which I think was very convenient for them, but very inconvenient for me. But here's the thing. They didn't leave a note, which means, how do I know they've been there? Yeah, they called to deliver everything on Monday. But here's the thing. They delivered as well on lunchtime, and they left a package out where it could have been stolen. Now, as you probably well know, my area has a documented problem with porch thieves, porch pirates. Anyway, people who basically follow delivery trucks and they take packages off of someone gets a package delivered to their house of place, residence, or something, and then got a person who's following with a car, comes up and steals said package. Usually I would always get an expensive item. I'd actually buy it, get it here myself, right? Not this time. This time I had I'm basically just doing everything I can for this wedding from 8,000 nautical miles away. Great, someone did an illegal U-turn and now is holding everybody up. People don't do illegal U-turns. If you need to do a U-turn, drive down, go on the other block, then come around. I swear, some people get their driver's license and suddenly forget everything they learned because they got their license. But, well. Let's see. Any parking up front. One. That guy's parked awfully close to the line. Also, if you're going to walk out in the middle of the street, walk perpendicular to the sidewalk. Don't walk parallel to the sidewalk. It just peeves me off. I'm thinking, run their butt over. But oh well. California, you gotta yield to pedestrians. Why? Who knows why? Okay, time to parallel park. Let's see if I can do this again with theming. Okay. It helps to have a reflection. Perfect. Put in the lines between the cars without touching them. Alrighty. Be the most awesome self you can be out there, and take care.